Hi, this is Kate Havnevik. I have a new album called Lightship. I wrote this album with Guy Sigsworth, and we took some time talking to our friend and Norwegian music journalist Per Sundnes about each track on the album. In this episode, we're talking about the opening track, Come Back.
Kate Havnevik with Guy Sigsworth. Let's start with the first track, which is Come Back.
Yeah.
And you had an idea, or you two had an idea about putting an instrument to each track.
Yeah, we had an idea that each track would have a strong sort of featured instrument, a sound that sort of represented the track. And with Come Back, the improv we had done on the Lightship was so beautiful with cellist Ian Burdge, who we've worked with before and we've done shows with him. And he's a dear friend of both of us. Unfortunately, he had broken his leg when he was coming to the Lightship. And he had his whole leg in a cast with just his toes peeping out, sort of in the winter, just nude toes. And we had to carry him into the ship and down these very steep, narrow stairs, and the cello as well. And then he got a chair to have his legs on. Anyway, his improv is so beautiful, and going with Guy's chord progression, and I think the name Come Back, I think that's part of what I improvised, the melodies. And we wanted it to be simple. The cello plays a really important part, and that's why it ended up being the first track, because the intro of the song is so kind of, inviting, I guess, and open. It's a very open track, spacious, and it doesn't have a lot of lyrics. And it just sort of, it just gets you started. It flows very naturally. And it has sort of a little bit of a poetic vibe of, overturn the sand glass and rewind. It's timeless,
Yeah. It's funny, isn't it? I think we always knew that song would wind up either at the start or the end of the record because it seems to be cyclical. It seems to take you back to the start.
Exactly.
And I think originally when we were finishing the production, I thought, this is probably going to be the last track. And then when we were putting the order, we said, no, actually, it should be the first track.
Exactly.
Because in a way, the cello intro is a kind of overture. It's a beautiful way to sort of get yourself placed before the album starts,
Yeah, and the lyric, the end lyrics are "reverse the wheel of life," which is kind of like the song is just like this wheel of going in circles and being a bit timeless, a bit ageless, and moving forward, but still have the ability to going backwards. It's kind of like, I think it's a very nice opening track for this record.